Hello everyone, this is Ravindra. Welcome to Datalake YouTube channel. Uh, Today video primarily focusing on Datalake Gen2 costing. So Microsoft Azure providing a storage, common storage is data lake. So in that data lake, we have different types of costings. So that I'll focus primarily, which most of the people not aware of, SFTP costing. Okay, so when we look at the primarily costing, storage cost and transaction cost, read and write cost, we will verify. Where we can verify or where we can estimate, that is pricing calculator. If you go to Azure pricing calculator, you can find, you can estimate or you can calculate the pricing for storage and read and write transaction cost. So if you select a storage account, if you click on view, then you'll get a more details about storage cost. So here Datalake Gen2 standard and pricing types like access tier, hot, cool, cold archive is available. Similarly, redundancy and different types of redundancy is available. Just I'll go with the LRS and hot. For 1 TB, the storage cost per month, you see that's the estimated cost for storage cost. Similarly, read and write operations. So these many read operations, write operations whenever we are going for this. So which we can expect the pricing for that. Similarly, if you are using indexing pricing also is there. This is per GB, 1 GB they'll charge. This is indexing. So blob indexing. Then other than this, there is another cost. They'll charge per hour basis. Like a compute power Databricks or Synapse, compute power, they'll charge hourly basis, like a SQL data warehouse. That also they'll charge hourly basis. But normally storages, they'll charge based on usage, like nothing but based on size. But the one and only hidden cost which you need to remember when we are going to enable SFTP on Data Lake. So if you enable SFTP on Data Lake, they are providing a new service here. If you look at this, currently I disable this. If you enable SSH file transfer protocol, okay, so they'll charge per hour. If you are using this based on demand, based on requirement, enable. Otherwise, by default, don't enable. Why? Because when you look at the costing, so Azure Data Lake SFTP. So if you go to their website, if you can see this Datalake Gen2 pricing is available. So here, if you look at the pricing part, this is a common pricing part. Whatever we saw that. Storages. But another thing which we need to verify here, it is SFTP cost. This is. By mistake, if you enable or if you enable and if you're not aware of that charges, right? If you look at this, they'll charge hourly basis per hour $0.3. Okay, even you can find more information about how we can enable SFTP protocol, like SSH file transfer protocol for blob storage or data lake. If we enable this, right, they'll charge per hour basis. But storages normally will store data based on our storage size, they'll charge. So in most of the scenarios, we'll concentrate at compute power level, because the compute power databases, they'll charge hourly basis. So the one thing which we need to remember as a solution architect or any project, if you enable SFTP, then the pricing also is applicable for SFTP, separate pricing for SFTP. That too, hourly basis they are charging. This is about it. So indexing based on usage, the pricing little compared to SFTP, but SFTP pricing is more, you see this. Hourly, that too hourly. So remember, before enabling that, if a client is looking for, your project is looking for to enable SFTP, then disable. If you're not using, disable. Then you can avoid unnecessary cost. You can avoid. unnecessary cost. So this is about today's video, primarily understanding storage cost is common. It's very less compared to compute power. So you see storage cost per month per TB is for LRS for hot. If you go with the RA, like a Geo Zone Redundant Storage, this is $60, nearly $60. But this is monthly basis based on storage. If you're not storing 1 TB, they won't charge for that. So see you in another video. Thank you. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe my channel. See you in another video. Thank you. Have a good day.